Let's say you have a large family, but you want an eco car. Well, this Nissan could just be the answer, as you can upgrade it with a third row of chairs. It's called the NV200 and it's based on the NV200 van, only uses the technology from the Leaf electric car to give you a 7-seater practicality with 0 tailpipe emissions. Look, it even brags about it on the side there. So yeah, you can have your lentil cake and eat it. Being based on a van, obviously you get a sliding door, makes it really easy to get here in the back. Another thing about it being based on a van is you get this completely flat floor. So if you get the middle seat, which incidentally is about the same size as the outer seats, you know, you don't feel shortchanged at all. One slight criticism about it being a van is this window here. It's not particularly great, is it? But other than that, it's nice and roomy here in the middle row. And to get into the back, it's pretty easy as well. So pop out, see if I can remember the procedure. Fold this down, give this a tug, flip it forward, then get in the rear. So I'll just lock this back into position. Right, there we go. And I'm going to fold this one. Where is it? There we go. I can't remember where all these catches and levers are. Get that out of the way so you can see what's going on. Now, you'll probably see that, well, knee room is very tight here, but it's not that much worse than on other 7-seater MPVs. And one of the benefits of this one is that these rear seats do sit up quite high, so you don't feel like your knees around your ears like you can in some more normal car-based people carriers. One thing I do like is that you can actually recline these rear seats. Look at that. So actually it's surprisingly comfortable, even for adults. And even when you have these seats turned upright, there's absolutely loads of headroom back here. Now, I want to show you the boot. So, with all 7 seats in place, there's just about enough room for everyone's luggage. But if you need to carry more things, and you don't need to carry 7 people, you can fold these seats out of the way. Quite a novel method. So you flip that up, push that down, clip that in here. It's quite a clever solution, if not the tidiest. Obviously, in more traditional people carriers, you just fold the seats away into the floor, but this is based on a van, so there are some compromises. There we go. So now we've got enough space, I don't know, to carry, well, quite a lot of stuff if you really need to. And then if you fold these seats out the way, slightly less of a palaver. There we go. And you got loads and loads of room. After all, it is a van, so you can convert it from a people carrier back to a van if you need to. The ENV200 may be van-based, but it does have some car-like creature comforts. The infotainment system is the same as in the Leaf, so it can direct it to the nearest charging socket. And there's the Bluetooth, climate control and reversing camera too. It may feel car-like inside, but what's it like to drive? You see, 7-seater MPVs are usually powered by diesel engines and you can hear them chugging away the whole time, but this one, it makes hardly any noise at all. It's just weird, but I kind of like it for that. You see, underneath the skin, you've basically got the electric motor and the batteries from the Leaf electric family car. And so, yeah, it does that thing that electric cars do. When you put your foot down, the motor responds instantly, so it feels surprisingly nippy, and that makes it great for just manoeuvring in town. So does the fact that, because it's a van, you sit up really tall and you feel like, yeah, you can boss everyone around on the road. So that's great, I do like that. And you know, the best bit is you plug this thing in, you charge it up overnight, and it's going to cost you a pittance to run. Plus it's free from road tax and it's London congestion charge exempt. So yeah, it's not very expensive to run around in at all. And if you want, you can charge the batteries to 80% full at a fast charger in just 30 minutes. So that's not a problem. Although you might find it a bit of a problem to find all those fast chargers because they're a little bit few and far between. So yeah, if you use a normal 3-pin socket, it's going to take you a while to charge up these batteries. And then there's the range. You see, Nissan says this will do 106 miles, which isn't all that bad. But the reality is, you're only going to get around 70 miles. And when your range starts to go low, you're just going to start wondering when you're going to be able to charge it up, and that gets, well, a little bit worrying. And then there's the fact that, yeah, ultimately this is a van. So inside it's all kind of all a bit commercial vehicle like, and there's no real clever storage solutions like you might expect in an MPV. So yeah, we've got this weird storage space down here and the old cup holder about the place, but generally, yeah, door bins are tiny and there's no clever little spaces or anything like you find in a traditional people carrier. And the drive itself, it's all a little bit kind of, yeah, bouncy, the suspension and the cornering. It's not as good as a normal 7-seater car-based people carrier. However, if you want a 7-seater people carrier that's also electrically powered, then well, this Nissan, it pretty much has the market cornered. But if you want a more traditional car-based people carrier, then please check out our review of the Ford Galaxy by clicking down here. Or for a posher van-based people carrier, then why not check out our review of the Mercedes V-Class by clicking down here. If you click up there, you can see our very latest video review, and please click on our logo to subscribe to our channel. And if you're watching on mobile, click the links below the video, as they do exactly the same thing. Now this van actually has about 45 miles left of range, and I've got 43 miles to go to my house. So if you never see me again, it's probably because I'm just stuck at the side of the road with no battery left.